What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Pool Counter Boxing, coming at you with another boxing live stream, cruising through these Dallas streets. Yes, I said Dallas. That's where I live. That's where I'm from. So, you know what I'm saying? The fight, everybody excited, man. This Porter Terrence Crawford fight, man, it's going to be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is one of the fights that everybody, all the hardcore boxing, you know, people been waiting on, man. You know what I'm saying? To see, if Terrence Crawford, we already figure, he is one of the best fighters in boxing right now today, if not the best. This fight is going to truly test him, you know what I'm saying, to truly see if he is the man that we think he is, and I know a lot of Crawford supporters think that it equate to hate of Terrence Crawford, but it's just regular hardcore boxing fans measuring standards because we always look at our special fighters to make sure that they're fighting the best and beating the best. And so, but for some reason, when you put that against Crawford, it seems like everybody think that that is hate, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? You just know that he's one of the best. It's kind of like Canelo. You know he's one of the best, but he's not fighting the best. So you know what I'm saying? You looking at him sideways because you're like, dude, look like you're not fighting the best in your division. And anybody, um, I don't care if it's Errol Spence Jr. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Devin Haney. I don't care if it's Javante Tank Davis. If you're not fighting the best, bro, in your division, you're gonna get looked at sideways. And I don't care how much you love that fighter. I love EJ, but if he's not fighting the best, guess what? He's gonna get criticized. And a lot of people who love these fighters, they can't stand that. And you're gonna get put in different boxes. According to boxing fans, hardcore fans all over the land. But it is what it is. You got to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Even though people are going to say, you're this or you're that, you can't worry about that. The truth shall set you free, bro. The truth shall set you free. And, what I'm saying? If you don't keep it a buck all the way around, then what are we talking about? And that's why boxing is turning into WWE is because people don't know how to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep it real for some fighters and they want to give other fighters a pass. You see what I'm saying? For me, that's doing the fighters a disservice. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't truly be the best unless you fight the best. And if you're not fighting the best, then you're not proving that you are the best. Now you may have, you may show that you are levels above, your skill set is levels above other fighters, but you know what I'm saying? How will that skill equate to when you move up in competition? And that's the problem. See, because now Terrence Crawford, he has fought some good fighters, no doubt, but he haven't fought the best. When you go up in different weight divisions, you got to fight whoever is, the pecking order. You're saying like Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight the competition at 154. He fought the best at 154. That's why there's no problem with Jamel Charlo, right? He's got three of the belts. He went in there and he did. Now, what if Jamel Charlo had started fighting, you know what I'm saying, if he stopped fighting the second tier at 154? You see what I'm saying? If he continued to fight second tier at 154, or let's say he came from 147 and there wasn't nobody there, and you know what I'm saying, let's say he united the belts at 147, right? And he didn't fight any names at 147, and he went up and he unified at 147, and then he moved up to 154, and he didn't fight the fights that he fought with Tony Harrison and who else did Jamel fight? Castano. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight these kind of fights. He didn't fight Lubin, not Lubin. Lubin. and what's his name? Williams. I think his brother fought Williams. I get them confused. But he didn't fight the top guys at 154. You would be talking about Jamel Charlo like we talk about Terrence Crawford. You want to see if he's the best. So now that Terrence Crawford has a test here in fighting Shawn Porter, and that this is, this is no hate on Crawford. It's just he's never fought any of the top guys at 147, right? So nobody's trying to hear, all the different narratives about, and that, that's another thing that, you kind of hate about, following Terrence Crawford because they act like victims, like, they're saying these people don't want to fight him, and that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is bullshit. The whole storyline is bullshit. You just want to see the man get in the ring and fight the best competition without all the lies and all the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is the problem with Terrence Crawford. Do anybody want to see Terrence Crawford lose? No. Everybody want to see Terrence Crawford be that guy who he says he is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes Porter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes Porter. I mean, it's some hardcore fans who love box. They love Porter. You know what I'm saying? But, most fight fans, EJ and Terrence Crawford, they got the same fan base. They just want to see those two, you know what I'm saying? They want to see those two get in the ring and, you know what I'm saying, they battle it out and see who's the best in the division. All that other stuff is just fanboyism. You see what I'm saying? All that other stuff is that, you either got to be on one side or the other. That's not boxing, bro. That's not boxing. Yeah, you can root for who you like. There's no problem with that. If you're a Terrence Crawford fan, that's great. If you're an Errol Spence Jr. fan, that's great. If you're a Keith Thurman fan, that's great. You know what I'm saying? But let's see all the fights. And that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Don't make excuses for your favorite fighter not getting in the ring. Don't make narratives about your favorite fighter and why he can't fight. Because we're looking at who you fight. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? If you're not fighting the best and you're not trying to fight the best, don't make up stories about why your fighter is not fighting nobody, right? So you just get tired of all these stupid narratives going back and forth. EJ scared, he's ducking. You know what I'm saying? I know this kind of like hypes the fight up, but really you don't need that because these guys, the energy they bring around themselves, the way Terrence Crawford carried himself like a killer, EJ carried himself like a killer. That's why you want to see the fight, right? All that other stuff that these fans get emotional, and it's not about that because you like both of the fighters. But see, they try to make it seem like you got to be either or. You know what I'm saying? Of course you have your favorite. You know what I'm saying? Of course you have your favorite. But these guys, you know what I'm saying, they get so emotional and caught up when you think about the skill set of both of these fighters. Now, tomorrow night, Shawn Porter is going to be fighting. Shawn Porter. Now, we know what Shawn Porter brings to the table. We know what Bud Crawford brings to the table. And Shawn Porter, he's going to bring high energy. He's going to bring, volume punching. He's going to bring pressure. The trick for Shawn is going to be, can he maintain that pressure without getting caught? Can he be successful breaking Terrence Crawford's timing and missing those missiles, that power that Terrence Crawford has, man, the speed? Can he, move? Because, Shawn Porter got some of the best footwork. And, I know a lot of people don't want to give him that credit, but he's faster than most fighters. You know what I'm saying? Foot-wise, foot speed-wise, he is, the feints, stuff like that. He has some of the best footwork in boxing, man. And he can get in there and he can rough you up like he did Errol Spence Jr. He gave Errol Spence Jr. hell. You know what I'm saying? Because, Errol Spence Jr., it was hard for him to catch his time. And so Errol Spence Jr. just went to war with the guy. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what decisions Terrence Crawford make. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, let's see. I got Steve. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of moves Terrence Crawford make to break the pressure of Shawn Porter. And you got a lot of smart boxing minds out there, a lot of hardcore fans out there that knows that Crawford, he's the best at breaking time and the best with using his power, changing, from southpaw to orthodox or orthodox to southpaw to break those that momentum in fighters, so they get confused and he catch them with a with a looping shot, a hook, to the side of the head like he did Kell Brook to break him down to win the fight. Because Crawford got some awesome power, and he got that speed. He's got the reflex. He's got the explosiveness. So he all around. He is just he's one of the best in boxing. So, and he proves that time and time again. He proves that time and time again. His athletic ability, the things he brings to the table. It's just the quality of opponents. So Shawn represents that quality of A-list welterweight. And I see a lot of fighters, I mean, not a lot of fighters, but a lot of fans, they want to not give Shawn Porter that credit. But see, at the same time, saying you're taking away credit from Terrence Crawford when you tear down Shawn Porter. You got fans saying, who did Shawn Porter fight? You know what I'm saying? Here comes Steve. What's going on, Steve?
Open up shop. It's going down. What's up, man?
I mean, I know you ready for this.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
I know you ready, bro.
At B lunch. I'm gonna be there.
Did you watch the weigh-in?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Now, how did you think? How did you think they both looked?
Oh yeah, they both in shape, man. I had no doubt that they were gonna come in, in shape. The only time I ever seen Porter, miss weight was when he had to cut his hair, So both of those guys, known for coming in ready to go. I think we're gonna have a spectacular fight, ending the year off right. Probably fight of the year candidate, and I'm ready for some fireworks, man.
And did you see the press conference the other day? The one where Crawford was wearing like a white jogging outfit, and they was talking back and forth, him and Shawn Porter. What did you think? Seemed like he was in deep thought or locked in. Terrence Crawford. What do you think? You think he's ready? You saw him at the weigh-in, how he was acting, and what do you think? He's just regular old bud?
Nah, man. I think he locked in, man. It's like Mike Tyson described it. I know you saw him on Joe Rogan that time when he was finna fight, and he was a different motherfucker. He was a totally different one than the person that was there 6 months before, because he wasn't trained and he wasn't going through all that. And I hear the boxers say that a lot of the times, like they do all that training and get tired of all the back and forth talking. Once it becomes fighting, they locked in. If you got sense, Keith Thurman out there playing craps and shit. So you saw what his mind was, and you saw what happened to him.
Right. So, so I think this fight, I think they're gonna come out. I think it's gonna be overwhelming. I think Shawn's gonna go out there and put that pressure on Terrence Crawford, and it's probably gonna take Crawford a while to get, because Shawn Porter is so awkward, man. He is awkward as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And
he fight like a bad boy.
So Bud is usually like a slow starter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's trying to calculate everything, and he's trying to watch your tendencies, which how can he catch you? He's trying to get your rhythm and everything, because he's a cerebral fighter. You know what I'm saying? So he's not worried about the fight going the distance. He's trying to get your ass up out of there.
He's trying to hurt you. I mean, you
Right.
saw that all in his eyes. I mean, he was like, yo, man, I'm gonna kill them ribs.
So
That's how he was
now,
looking at him, like, yo, he ready.
so by the way Shawn Porter moves, unless he lose concentration, I see this fight going at least 11 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
You see it
Because
going 11.
I see it going 11. I think Crawford may get Porter in the 11th round because Porter in the championship rounds, he done expended so much energy through the fight trying to
Yeah,
change his time and trying to do weird things so you can't catch on to
so you
what he's
can't catch
doing.
me. Yeah,
Right. That, but he's tired around the 11th round. In the 12th round, he loses concentration, and that's where he always lose out in those final
yeah.
rounds because he put so
But
much.
that's when
Mhm.
Bronner caught him. I think Bronner caught him like in the 11th round, maybe the 12th. Keith Thurman kind of started putting the whooping on him in those championship rounds to take
Mhm.
that win. And Errol did it too. Errol caught him coming in for, you know, with that chin out, and he put him on his ass. So it's gonna be good to see. Like if we can get in those deep waters, man. I think Sean gonna make it a hell of a fight. Um, but I really feel like more than anything, this fight is a test for everyone to see, okay, how do they do versus common opponents? Like what they used to do back in the day, they used to say, okay, Mike Tyson fought this dude, Holyfield fought this dude.
Mhm.
This, Mike got him in the 6, Holyfield got him in the 7. You had something to measure these guys against. So with Crawford not having these common fights, everyone's
I might
really
go out
excited
for a
to
while. I'm
see.
going up there.
Oh no, it went out for me. Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I'm
But
going in the elevator.
oh, okay,
Mhm.
cool. But yeah, man, it's a good test to see, how do he perform against a common opponent with Errol Spence? Because, you know, for some reason, what was that guy? Oh man, Kell Brooks. Those fights kind of get thrown out because of the time difference between when they took place. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a firefight. I think everybody should get their popcorn ready and enjoy the show because we deserve it.
yeah.
Boxing fans deserve this shit. I'm just keeping it real.
What do you think this fight gonna mean if Bud knocks out Shawn Porter? What you think it's gonna mean as far as
If he,
Uh, mhm.
yeah, I think if he knocks Shawn Porter out, the next fight has to be Errol Spence. I know they've kind of been waiting to make it a undisputed championship, but the way things are going, that shit just ain't gonna happen. You know, Me personally as a fan, I don't care about no belts. I don't care if neither one of them had a belt. I want to see
Yeah,
them
that's
fight.
true.
So, like to me, that really don't make no sense. Or it's not a care that I have. Somebody said, I don't know if it was Fannin, Blue Blood, but somebody said when Sugar Ray and Hearns fought, and Sugar Ray and Hagler, when those guys fought, they didn't even fight for no belt. I was like, damn, I didn't even know this.
Well, back then nobody cared because the guys' names were so big. You always came just to see, what I'm saying, the stars of the division. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared who
Yeah.
had the WBA back then. Nobody cared about that stuff.
But you know what
Mike.
nobody cared about either? They
What?
really didn't care for their person to have a perfect record. Like if you put
Yeah,
in it, if you went in there and you put up a good ass fight, hey man, my guy lost. But now it's like, people get praised for running away from people. So, what can you do? If it's allowed, then they're gonna do it.
well, you see what Canelo's doing, and it's kind of like, he's been doing this his whole career, and people are now just acting like, what, Canelo, they acting like they surprised by the way Canelo's moving, and he's moved like that his entire
Yeah.
career. You see what I'm saying? And
And a lot of
so,
other people been doing it. It just it's too normalized, to go the other way. Like if you drop your belt because you don't want to fight somebody. I can see you dropping your belt like, yo, man, there ain't no competition out
hmm
here. But
yeah,
Triple G dodged Charlo for how many years being the number one contender? Wilder dodged Dillian White for how many years being the number one contender? I think it's a crime when you club a lane the number one contender. No one should be a number one contender for 2 years and don't get a shot
Right.
at the belt. Like, what is this? This ain't even WWE. This AWA or some shit. How you the number one contender for 3 years, and this guy keep getting the go step over? You know, it's criminal. You know, boxing needs some kind of regulation.
Well, you know, it's the business of boxing. You know, it's the people at the top. It's the promoters working with the sanctioning bodies. Everybody's making money, shaking hands in back rooms. And you know, when they came out with these network deals, you know, the Zone, when they dumped all that money in and gave Canelo the big contracts, gave Triple G contracts, really that gave them a protection force field away from the division. You know, no longer did they have to prove anything because, you know, you got 500. Yeah, you know, I mean, because you got you making $40 million a fight, and so you don't care who you fight. Then you know what I'm saying. If you guarantee that kind of money, you already know what the hustle is. You know, you know that's just obvious. You know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna go out there.
Oh, go ahead. I mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you ain't gonna go out here. You're not gonna go out here and try to fight the best. Is what I'm saying. You're not gonna unless you know, like that's almost like a moralistic type thing where you know you want a fighter to be pure and go out there and try to fight the best. It's not required no more. Let's just keep it real. It's not required no more. You know, a lot of boxing fans, they don't want to see their favorite fighter get beat by nobody. They you know, they co-sign on it.
What they call you and me a boxing purist. That's what they say. You know how they be like the people who like the sport how it should be or how it was, and it's the people that are new fans, and you know they got all kind of fucked up names for them now. But fans are fans.
Right.
Everybody are fans of these people, and you know there's no rhyme or reason, right or wrong to it. But we seen like Holyfield fight George Foreman.
Yeah.
The same George Foreman that knocked Michael Moore the fuck out. You feel me?
Yeah.
These two guys could have dodged Big George. They said, hell no. Holyfield went outside his fucking head like he stole his mama purse. And that's why Holyfield is revered. Because he done had battles like that. He done fought against competition and people and you know, just different guys like that. And they are respected differently than the ones who don't. You know, the ones who dodge people, they don't get that same kind of ovation and stand up when people come through there. Because real recognize real. Everybody like, yo, man, you should have fought. How are you gonna get through your career with somebody being able to say, hey man, you should have fought Charlo. Fuck you, talking about.
Right.
Like, no, man, you know, the fuck out. You didn't see that fight.
Yeah, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? But you know, right now we see, you know, see boxing kind of getting watered down. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know, you would think people would be more vocal. Like you see Eric Morales, you see Julio Chavez calling out Canelo about the stuff that he's doing, but really it don't matter to his, you know, to the fan base because all they, you know, they want to see Canelo win these weird fights, and you know, now it's trickling down to the rest of the divisions. People are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to, you know, look at Oscar Valdez. He won't fight Shakur. The other day he said he was going to fight Shakur, and then, you know, behind closed doors, you know, with Bob Arum, he says, you know what I'm saying, he wants to fight that other dude. I forgot what that other guy name is. Something Emilio something, you know them Spanish names. But he wanted to fight, but in the public he's saying he want to fight Shakur, but you know he's not going to fight Shakur. You know, and you know the WBA ain't gonna make him fight Shakur. You see what I'm saying? So this is what's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to keep him away from the best fighting the best, and they're trying to, you know, make that money. You know what I'm saying? According to the popularity of the fighter, and they're trying to make stars. They're trying to manufacture stars, and that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know, because who knows of this guy who's up in cruiserweight, this Mutombo Black
Oh
Prince,
man,
you know, dude. No, nobody knows who that is, bro. No.
nobody in the
So,
whole Mayweather gym knew who the hell he was.
but
And
he
that's
has
no
a
slight
belt.
against him. It's just being that it's a slight to the competition because there's no slight to him. Everybody get in that ring is a warrior, but it's way more people out here that you keep
Hmm.
you keep getting see fighters. Okay, you can't keep bringing me this frozen fucking shrimp and acting like he just caught this shit.
Frozen shrimp.
I'm gonna say, yeah, this shit frozen, man. This shit ain't fresh, man. I'm finna go around to y'all ass. I'm gonna flip the table. You bringing me this
Frozen
motherfucking
shrimp.
Gordon
I
shit.
like that.
Frozen fucking shrimp, man. This shit is microwave shit. And you trying to act like it's fresh. No, man. Fuck no. I ain't bubble, but I know shrimp. God damn. It was in the freezer this morning, man. I was just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it
But
real. That's just,
but that's what's up, man. And so, but see, every now and then, you know, you have, you have the fighters, you know, they get on track like this, whereas Terrence Crawford, he should have, when he came to the division, and just this is my opinion, he should have got on this track. I mean, for whatever reason, this is how it should have went. He should have, been fought Keith Thurman, and perhaps he probably would have been unified early. If he would have fought Keith Thurman when he came in, and he would have fought.
I don't think Thurman wanted none of that shit.
Well, I'm sure he didn't, but I'm just saying, like, if he would have fought these guys, the Shawn Porters, then we wouldn't be looking at this fight the way we're looking at it now. You see what I'm saying? Because really, tell you the truth, Terrence Crawford's supposed to beat Shawn Porter. Because of the kind of the caliber of fighter he is. He's supposed to beat Shawn Porter, but see, it's so late. It's happening so late, and boxing is so far off track that it looks weird. It's like this is almost like a step up fight for Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But this fight, because he started to from the bottom of the division. You know what I'm saying? Going to the top. You see what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to wait. We got to wait till the tail end of his career to see him fight the best guys at 147.
But I mean, Porter is the only one to fight all of them.
Right, that's true.
Then comes Keith Thurman and who your boy, Tony Montana. Damn, I can't think of his name. Danny Garcia. They fought each other and they fought Porter. Spencer's only fought Porter. And we've been looking at these dudes.
No, he fought Danny Garcia too.
He just fought Garcia, but that shit was a snore fest.
Correct.
Because Danny Garcia just he put the bitch in neutral.
Well, Danny, he's a counter puncher, and he can't do much, when he leads. You see what I'm saying? And that's his problem.
He is a Amir Khan that don't get knocked out. You gotta call it like it is, man.
No. You can't say that, because Amir Khan fight. I mean, he'll punch first. Danny, when she start getting in his ass, he stopped punching. You see what I'm saying? And Amir Khan, that's how he gets knocked out, because he keep punching.
Yeah, because he keeps punching. He be whooping your ass though. That's why.
Right.
And truthfully, that's why Mayweather stayed the fuck away from him. But nobody don't say nothing about that.
I don't think so. I don't.
A little brittle.
I don't think so. I think Mayweather would have got him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a weak chin. You see what I'm saying? And just kind of like think about the boxing mind of Terrence Crawford and the boxing mind of Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? It's similar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way they think boxing. So Floyd would have figured out Amir Khan. You see what I'm saying? It would have been rough. I ain't saying he would have took some.
Oh yeah.
I ain't saying he probably wouldn't have took some. Just like he always does. He's go out there and just like Zab Judah did Floyd Mayweather. He went out there. He was putting hands and feet on Floyd at first. Then Floyd figured him out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He would have did the same thing to Amir Khan and possibly knocked him out. Because Amir Khan don't have a high boxing IQ. You see what I'm saying?
He's as fast as hell.
He's as fast as hell. Exactly. And eventually he would have fought. He would have been throwing them combination. Floyd would have pulled counter his ass, which is the name of the channel. Full Counter Boxing. Make sure you subscribe. That's where the name came from. Floyd pulling them pull counters on Nudu. Winendo, or how you ever say that dude name, he hit him with about damn 6 pull counters, and he would have pulled counted that dude and got him up out of there. And because he just don't have a.
Hey, he ain't got no heart either, so we know he'll quit.
Well, he didn't stop. He
knocked out and quit.
Well, he got that damn PSD, bro. He got that post traumatic stress syndrome now because he done got knocked out so many times in a row. You know what I'm saying? Man. And his head, the nigga drunk. He get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Now he get hit. Now it's like, when Canelo bust him up, and then you got Crawford bust him up. Come on, man.
Danny Garcia knocked him the fuck out too.
Right.
Danny was the first to soften that chin up.
Yeah. And he was tearing Danny's ass up in that fight, bro.
He was Danny's ass. He was whooping Canelo's ass too.
Right. Well, see,
Canelo just said he got to go.
Well, he got the worst problem. He got a weak chin and he loses concentration. You know what I'm saying? He loses concentration. He get caught up in his offense, and he forgets about his game plan. He just throws it out the window because he falls in love with his athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Flash running up on Superman, and then he forget that he just fast, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? He just slow down. Just slow down just a little. Just slow down.
Knock his ass to the moon. That's gonna be a shooting star. Oh, man, so that's what happened to. That's the story of Amir Khan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like people forget Amir Khan was considered like a dangerous dude or something before Danny like really exposed him, and he was just
because that was a one-hitter quarter, man. Him and Canelo. I think Canelo caught him with a right, Danny caught him with a left.
But see,
and Terrence just beat his ass like he stole out his mama's purse.
But see, to tell the truth, that all of the top welterweights are close in skill level. It's just this Crawford and Errol Spence, they have that dog in them, and Porter got that dog in him. So these are the ones you want to see fight it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so interesting about this fight is that Shawn Porter got that dog in him. So Terrence Crawford can't just intimidate him. You see what I'm saying? He can't just come in there with his athletic ability because Shawn Porter is just as athletic as he is. And he's not going to be able to intimidate him with his speed. You know what I'm saying? So what we got left, power. So can he get Shawn Porter with that power? And that's the interesting thing about it, because Shawn is people don't understand how fast Shawn Porter is, and he can use his head, he can use dirty tactics, because you gotta, it's kind of like having a monkey, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you fight a little monkey, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to catch him, you know what I'm saying? But he's so fast, he can out quick you, you know what I'm saying? You're smarter than him. See, Terrence Crawford's smarter than him, but can he overcome Shawn Porter's physical abilities to catch him with some of that power that Terrence Crawford got? And I think he's clever enough to do it, but it's gonna take him about 10 or 11 rounds to figure that out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think he'll.
I think he's gonna take him that long.
Oh,
go ahead.
Well, I think people are measuring how he's taking out his last 6 opponents. See, and I think they sleeping on. I think they sleeping on. They putting his skill set over who he fought. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They putting his skill set. His skill set is great, but if you're not fighting somebody who's equal in speed, it's kind of like if you was playing basketball and you beat. Let's say you beat all the regular players, but now you got to go against Michael Jordan, or you got to go against, let's not say Michael Jordan, let's say you got to play against Scottie Pippen. So playing against Scottie Pippen is going to be different than playing against Reggie Miller. You see what I'm saying? Because one is more athletic than the other. One is better than the other. So now Terrence Crawford is moving up in competition. Somebody who can move, like he moves. Somebody who can, exploit opportunities to hit him. So somebody who's not afraid to hit him, have the confidence to hit him. That's what makes this fight so interesting. And so can Bud perform on a high level with a high level opponent like this? And see, and that's why everybody's like, if he beats Shawn Porter, Terrence Crawford is going to be looked at like he can
like
beat
a world beater.
Right. I'm just telling
But
you.
but that just shows how uneducated the people are. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point is, if it was that serious, then why wasn't nobody shouting for him to rematch Errol Spence? You know what I'm saying?
Is.
That's the whole
It
thing.
is.
People
It
making it
is for
convenient. You know.
if you are a true purist, you calling for that fight because it was so close. Any fight, this, that's facts. That any fight, any fight that's close, and it came down to one punch. You know
Run
what
it
I'm
back.
saying? Run it back. Floyd had to
Run
do
it
it.
back.
See, none of this stuff is new, is what I'm saying. So everybody knows this. It's just that we're in this new social media times where people try to,
Smart,
create
dumb
narratives.
time.
Right. They try to create that. No, you got to run that back, bro. That was too close.
Because if anyone asks me, why do you think, like if you ask someone, why you think this person gonna beat that person and they can't answer you, then they just talking out their ass.
That's right.
When you ask me, I'm saying because just like Adrian Bronner, who pulled up, that probably the last knockdown he had got. Wow, damn. Probably the last knockdown he got. When he caught his ass coming to that cookie jar, he timed him perfect. Errol caught him, timed him perfect. And I think Bud can time him perfect. Bam! Got him. And one punch him. And if you get a couple extra, that's a cherry on top. I don't know if he'll be down, but I definitely think he can make his glove, his knee touch the ground. So I really, that's how I think he's gonna do it. And once Bud gets you hurt, he gonna jump on your ass and it's gonna be trouble.
Now here's the interesting thing. Now, vice versa too, because we know Porter don't have any power, but Porter can hurt you. You see what I'm saying? Now think about this. Think about this.
I thought you said he got some power. You said
that. Say what you say?
I thought you were gonna say he got a little power or something. You like, nah, man.
Nah, Porter ain't got no power, bro.
53.
But I mean, if somehow he gets Bud hurt, it's a wrap, right? If he hurt,
I think Bud can weather his storm.
You think so?
I think Bud can weather his storm.
You think so?
They showed some highlights from him on Keith Thurman. Keith weak ribs Thurman, and he putting work on Thurman, and Thurman kind of weathered that shit. And
that
Thurman
is
spit the mouthpiece out and hit an old lady.
You know what? I did not think about that because when he hit Keith in the ribs,
man,
and Keith almost shitted on himself. and Keith, he didn't even try to hide it. He was fucked up.
No,
he was, and he did survive that, didn't he?
Yeah,
that's true.
He survived and went on to win the championship round.
But I do want to say this, to play devil's advocate. I do believe Shawn Porter has gotten better. You see what I'm saying?
I think so too. I think Ugas was the biggest learning curve for him to realize, man, you're not a boxer. Get that shit up. Be you.
But that could be why Shawn Porter's about to lose this fight, because he's going to try to put too much boxing. He's going to try to box with Terrence Crawford. I see it in the training, and he's going to try to box with.
He's gonna get an ugly ass. He's gonna get.
I don't think he's gonna get knocked out, but I think he's gonna get outclassed because he's trying to.
The referee don't have to step in. That's the same thing.
It could be. I couldn't tell you how it's gonna go, but I could tell you this: if I seen him in training with how you like you're in training, and he was like trying to he was trying to how when Crawford engages with the hand thing, and he's trying to trying to figure out the timing and how to shuffle back and forth, bobbing with the jab, not the jab, but the probe. You know how they probe their hand forward? And he was like working on that. I said, I know this nigga ain't here to go in here and try to box Terrence Crawford. I just know that ain't gonna happen. And I'm just like, if he go in there, if Shawn Porter go in there and try to box Terrence Crawford, bro, I mean, that's gonna be the dumbest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be. Mm-hmm.
He might understand that, Terrence Crawford is a wrestler. So if he coming out trying to run and roll, this guy gonna turn his ass around and catch him with something off the clinch.
So now see now in them clinches, Shawn Porter, that's when that head, he already got the hair braided. I'm telling you.
If he headbutt Terrence Crawford gonna beat the holy shit.
I mean, I don't get it. I understand what y'all saying, but he got an opponent now where he can't just impose his dog like that. You see what I'm saying? He got another dog, and now he's gonna have to really break Shawn Porter. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. He's gonna have to break him. He's gonna have to break him, and because Shawn Porter is ignorant. He got that ignorant strength. You see how he smile? He be smiling for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever
that's why we can't tell your ass.
Nobody don't even be asking Shawn a question, and he be cheesing. And you like, man, come on, man, there's something wrong with this dude.
Smiling like he's waiting to answer.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just a gum beater. You know what I'm saying? Just ready to talk. They're like, God damn, Shawn, just be quiet for a minute, man. So let the man get in. You know what I'm saying? Any interview you see Shawn Porter in, his mouth be open. You know what I'm saying? Even before a question asked, his mouth be wide open. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got it.
Leave that man alone. That man the only one fighting these motherfuckers. He said, long as they ain't got to fight boots, I'll fight anybody.
I mean, because he loves the media shit. You know what I'm saying? That's something I hate about Shawn Porter, is that he loves the media part and he can't wait to get up there to talk. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh man, he
side job, man.
Man. He let me talk. You know what I'm saying? Then they can't wait to get the fight. Come to ESPN. I'm like, man, this nigga need to shut up, man. You see Crawford over there just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He's emulating that killer instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of vibe you getting off him. And he's over here, looking like a bank teller or some shit, You know what I'm saying? Like trying to promote the fight, and I'm like, dude, you just get on my nerves with that shit, bro.
Oh man, you don't like Porter, man. Goddamn. So Porter, goddamn, is Porter this your stable of hating? You can't stand these motherfuckers. It's Porter.
Well, I like the fighters.
Is AJ.
I like the fighters that that come in there like fighters. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in there like you're a promoter or you're, you know what I'm saying? Don't come in there, come in there with the meanness. Come in there with the real
WBC like necklace on. I ain't never seen no shit. I said, what the hell? His daddy had on like he was on the record label, the WBC.
And he's a real industry baby because he's been in it, him and his daddy, with that Olympic team shit. He told a story. His daddy talked of a story about Terrence Crawford was pissed with him because Terrence Crawford had got into a fight up in the stands, and Terrence Crawford was like terrorizing them boys at the Olympics trials and stuff. And so he said he had to go up there to break it up, and he told Crawford, stop doing what he's doing. And he said Crawford, brought this fist up at him. You know what I'm saying? And they passed each other later on in the tunnel, and Crawford, he's like, "What's up?" And Porter daddy said, Kenny Porter said, he's like, "What's up?" He said they both passed each other, looked up at each other, and they was like, "What's up?" And I was like, that tells you, what kind of dude Crawford is right there. You know what I'm saying? That he will fight you regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And that's the kind of
illest
energy. Go ahead.
in Nebraska, man. He the illest in Nebraska. I'm telling you, man. Hey,
I'm just
man.
saying.
That
I'm
man,
just saying.
hey,
I want
man.
Porter when it's time to fight. You know, you see that. You saw how he was acting when he fought Errol, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the coldest. That was the coldest I ever seen Shawn Porter. The coldest. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to prove something, and I don't feel
Because he
that.
bet on himself because he know he didn't have a rematch clause.
Hmm.
And which was one of the dumbest moves I feel, but I'm like, I don't know how they forced him to do that and get that
Hmm.
belt to Errol Spence without a rematch clause. You can't fight Canelo without a rematch clause for that belt. You know, Caleb got 10 mil because he wanted that belt so bad. I don't know how much Porter got paid for that, but to go into that with no guarantees of a rematch or another good shot at nothing was just really a bad ass decision. It put
Well.
Shawn Porter in a hole. But Shawn Porter's, since he fought Danny Garcia, since he fought Keith Thurman, his
Hmm.
career has went up while their career has stayed stagnant. Keith Thurman
Yeah.
fell all the way out the map, and Danny Garcia is not even top. He went from top 10 to not mentioned at all,
Yeah.
and that is fucked up. I'm like, yo, we gotta get these dudes to fighting somebody or get out the way and let
Well,
somebody else step up.
Danny Garcia is playing with the idea of fighting Jamil Charlo, right?
Man,
You know, they've been going
you
back
said
and forth.
Jamel?
Yeah, they've been going
Man,
back and forth.
I want.
Yeah,
Man, I
yeah,
don't even know, but I can't. I don't even know, man. The Charlos, man, they just.
I
And
know,
I
man.
know it ain't Jamal, it's Jamel, but that's your brother. So.
They've been bugging out, man. This whole Canelo thing got him like strung out, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be on Canelo's level. You know what I'm saying? He wants that. All of them, even Crawford, talk about Canelo and stuff. They want that same kind of attention. They want the same kind of love. But you got to put in time with your people to get that kind of love, bro. You see what I'm saying? One thing
Man, you're
about
in a
Canelo,
country
well,
that don't love you.
Canelo may be fake with the whole, I won't fight Mexican fighters, and it's all about the pride of Mexico type shit. But he got
That mean
that.
I won't feed nobody else family in Mexico but mine.
Hmm.
I won't feed
You
nobody
know,
else team in Mexico but mine. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I don't
mean,
respect it. I don't respect it. And he
he
cannot
he
give a
gives
damn,
he
and
gives
I
to
don't care.
charity. He gives to
But you
charity, and
know,
he
like
gives to charity
man,
and
you
stuff like
should get
that.
a charity. You robbing a bank fucking every fucking 4 months. You should pay
Hmm.
your tithe. Shit, preach.
But that's why he get that. That's
Man, out
why
here
he.
fighting Uber drivers, man.
But that's why he gets a pass, though. That's why he gets a pass from his
Oh
people.
man, he gets a
Think
pass
about
from
it.
his people because he's great. But the thing is, no
No, he
matter
gets a
what,
pass. He get a pass because he represents Mexican
the
heritage. See what I'm saying? When he
the
comes
best.
out, he comes out to the what that Camacho
Let me
music,
tell you,
right?
the best that this is some real shit. The
Hmm.
best that Eric Spence can do is half the blacks. The best Bud Crawford can do is half the blacks. They can't even get their whole race behind them because they're gonna find a reason not to like one or the other. When this man can get his whole race behind him, because they will get behind one person, and that's why he can demand $40 million. If these man, these folks
No,
like man,
no,
I
no,
ain't watching
no,
Bud
Steve.
until
The reason he could demand that because he got those he's got the zone. He got that deal from the zone, which is unheard of. See, because if now imagine if Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. or Danny Garcia had got the zone money when Eddie Hearn came along and they got like a something crazy like a $50 million what I'm saying, a fight deal. They wouldn't be fighting nobody either. You see what I'm saying? It just so happens that they allowed Canelo to do it. And then when he got that money, everybody else just fell along. They wanted a payday.
who's the who's the last fighter that had all the blacks?
Floyd Mayweather.
No,
You said, wait a minute, you said had all the what now?
had all the blacks, had the full support of all the black community.
Probably
I'm gonna
Mike Tyson.
say it. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. They would go for Mike against anybody. But after Mike, you got a slice of the pie. You didn't get the whole good black pie. And Mike was charging $30, and they were crazy at the time, and people were bitching and moaning because it only lasts 2 minutes. But they still fuck with Mike. And this is what I'm saying. Neither one of them, they've already pitted us against each other with them. You know what I'm saying? You got folks that'll say Terrence don't got no skill just because they like Errol. What kind of bullshit is that?
I don't think you ever hear nobody. Not if they're a real boxing fan. I don't even think you can get away.
How many of those do you meet? How many real boxing fans around right now? This mother that be straight capping, man. They be goddamn Cap Garcia.
That is true.
He like, yo, you can see how they flipped on Errol because he didn't knock out fucking what's your boy name? In Texas Stadium. Mikey Garcia. Oh, flipped on him. Like, yo, like Mikey Garcia ain't fucking won all these belts and ain't got no skills and don't know how to fucking make it through. Like, yo, oh man, you supposed to knock him out. He trash. Like, man, shut the fuck up.
No, you can't. See that? Well, see, they don't understand that you can't knock out a fighter that ain't fighting. You see what I'm saying? You can't
knock out.
No, you can't knock out a fighter who's not fighting. You know, even Crawford opponents got to open up for him to fight. I mean, to get knocked out. If you ain't throwing no punches.
Look at Danny Garcia. He said, fuck it, put it in neutral. And from damn near the 10th round on, he said, I'm surviving. Get back. Right. I'm surviving. And it was like, yo, he ain't going to get knocked out because he going to make sure he don't get knocked out. He ain't giving you nothing. You, the referee, going to have to stop it. That's the only way.
Well, if you're a world-class fighter, you know what I'm saying, and you in shape, you know what I'm saying, you know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? You've been in enough matches, you know, once you analyze the angles of the punches, where they coming from, you know what I'm saying, you may not be able to win, but you know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
the promoters have to start doing their job. Okay? Put it like this here.
They are doing their job.
No, they ain't.
They protect things. The job is not to make the best fights. You see.
How to make money.
Did you see what Leonard Ellaby said about Gervonta fighting Devin Haney? Did you see what he said about that fight? See, it's not about making the best fights. It's about making excuses. It's about making excuses and keeping and having Tank make enough money, making big money fights without taking a lot of risk. Okay, you know, because he should have been fought Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying?
All this is the promoter is not doing their job. This is my opinion. And I'm gonna tell you why.
They're not doing a job for purists. You see what I'm saying? But they doing it.
Why? Teofimo Lopez should have been on WWF by now. Teofimo Lopez should be the most hated Puerto Rican in everywhere but Brooklyn by now. That man has had that belt. He is fine with being a fucking villain. And everyone pretty much hates this motherfucker. But nobody knows that everybody hates him but boxers. That motherfucker came out there and stunned somebody, Stone Cold. Teofimo Lopez. Just like Tyson Fury, just like Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, this man is a character you can sell. He's everything folks want Bud to be. He talks shit, he this and that, and this and that, and that and this. He's not at home and all that. You're supposed to make that man a star. Whether he got a belt or not, he's helped the Macho Camacho reborn. Am I lying?
Yeah.
He talks shit, he whatever, he get in that ring, whatever. He ain't been in the ring since he got the belt. Whether it's his fault or not, that's y'all job.
Yeah, but that's not.
You got a built-in villain right here.
But that's not the promoter's fault. That's because Teofimo Lopez has they've hijacked the belt, and now they're trying to leverage to make as much money as they can, going against the promoter. That because he refuses to fight Lomachenko a second time. He refuses to fight Lomachenko. He's talking about leaving Top Rank anytime they try to pit him up against somebody who could beat him. He went to Thriller. He ran to Thriller. He ran the
Yes,
Thriller,
he's an idiot.
trying to raise up the amount of money he can make. So see, he's doing these moves against. He's trying to make moves that he can't move because he's signed the top rank and he's
He's
messing up.
polarizing.
Well, he's
He makes
polarizing,
you
of
like
course.
him or not. You
He
gonna like him or not.
he is polarizing, but what I'm saying is he's going against the grain with his promoter. See, I mean, everybody wouldn't you pay for that Lomachenko Teofimo Lopez second fight between them? Wouldn't you pay for that?
Hell, I ain't pay for the first one. That shit was on ESPN.
No, you know what I'm saying. You know
No,
what
but
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying though, like what Leonard Ellaby said about him, I felt like it was 100% true. That man know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I think his dad did put him in terrible position and all that other stuff. But somebody need to say, "Yo, dad, sit down. We finna make this motherfucker star." Fuck your damn, even being a great fighter. We see one of the best fighters. Canelo, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody say what they want about Canelo. Canelo got skills to pay the fucking bills. And you see him on cruise control making $40 million. You can get half of that if you get up to the right area and be fighting nobody. How much Terrence Crawford was making for fighting nobody?
Right. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing now. That's what's going on in boxing now. It's like it ain't the promoter's fault. You know what I'm saying? That they there to make as much money by taking the less risk as possible. You know what I'm saying? In their own house. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So everybody's trying to make money. They don't want to do cross promotions unless they absolutely have to.
Exactly. That's what it is right there. Now, all these different people, you could have heavyweight, light heavy, fucking, you know what I'm saying? And you could have somebody from each card, from each promotion, and they can hammer that shit out, man. It ain't nothing money can't fix.
But that's why but that's why I directed you to Leonard Ellaby, what he was saying about the business of boxing. You know, he was talking about who's going to pay Devin Haney because he makes $3 million a fight, and he's going to want more to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's talking about who's going to pay for that. Well, it's going to be a pay-per-view fight, and so that don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? The fight's going to sell itself, and he's talking about he's trying to make it look like Devin Haney don't bring in enough pay-per-views to make the fight sell, right? So he's using business. He's using business to make it look like the fight ain't ready and all this shit. And you know, for the hardcore boxing fans, we like these guys are young, they're ready, they're at the top of their game, and that's when we want to see them fight. But see, the business side of it, they're using it. They don't want to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? They're using the business side to keep these fighters from fighting in they absolute prime, and that's why we're missing a lot of fights here. That's why we got Terrence Crawford fighting Porter when he's 34, when he should have beat him when he was 31, or you know what I'm saying, 33 or whatever. You know, 32. He should have been fought Porter and beat all them guys he can beat. That way, you know what I'm saying. We don't, you know, he could have maybe become undisputed at 147 if he can. And we're not seeing that because of the business of boxing, the way it's going. They're just fighting the popular fights, you know what I'm saying, and saving and protecting their fighters from, you know, any dangerous opponents. And that's what makes boxing suck right now, man. You know, so, you know, we're all excited about the Porter fight. It's going to be good, but is Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford really going to fight next?
I think after what was that, the IBF, after this shit they pulled with Ugas, I think they're going to have to. Because Spence missed the payday. I'm sure Christmas is a little bit different. That's enough. He rich as fuck. But I'm still saying that purse we've been bought.
Well, think about this.
He got that burger for the old lady.
Well, think about this, because now the IBF is probably going to mandate that Spence have to fight Virgil Ortiz, and then you got Boots. He's number 3 in the IBF. Then you got the WBC talking about they want to push a mandatory on Errol Spence Jr. And if Errol Spence Jr. have to fight, if he have to fight a WBC mandatory, that's going to be bad for Spence. That's going to be bad because it's going to make him look bad. You know what I'm saying? If he don't fight like a Virgil Ortiz, somebody good, he can't fight no low caliber opponents right now. He can't afford it.
Nah.
You know, especially being
his name hot.
Yeah, he can't afford to fight them anybody that nobody, because then they're gonna be saying, look what Spence doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Spence
then it's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out. Well, he's got those belts.
When it's your boy, but when it's Spence,
But see,
your boy fight the cable guy, and they be like, "Oh my god!"
But see, it's all part of the plan, because the WBA, they kept the belt from Spence. You know what I'm saying? They hiding it. They don't want him to get that third belt. You know what I'm saying? Fighting Ugas. So now he's going to be open to his mandatories for the IBF and the WBC. And see, you know, however this fight goes between Terrence Crawford and Porter, you know what I'm saying? People are going to be like, okay, Spence, where you at? Now I believe Spence is going to walk up in that ring, and he's going to put the challenge out there. What do you think? You think EJ going to go into the ring?
He said he's going to get in the ring, man.
I said, do you think he's going to get up in there? Do you think he's going to do it?
Hell yeah, man. I don't know. He might have his ass in there. I hope so. I hope they sign the motherfucker in the ring like in WWF.
Well, one thing we know about Errol Spence Jr. is that he watches his stuff on YouTube, and he hears what people are saying. You know what I'm saying? He don't, he may pop out and say something, you know what I'm saying? You know, that the YouTube people were talking about, and he's been watching YouTube, what people been saying. He says he follows it.
Ben says he watch all that shit. Bud say he watch all that shit too. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep getting paid. Yeah, goddamn, give shout out to Pool Kind of Boxing. We know y'all listening. We been banging for y'all for years.
yeah. Steve been banging for y'all for years.
Man, real talk, man. I like the brother getting the money, man. I love that shit.
Hey, they all getting that money. You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford would have been a bigger star if he would have left Top Rank earlier, and I think he might have been undisputed. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Just keeping it real, but staying with Top Rank really hurt his career. But he's still a rich man. He's still successful. You know what I'm saying? That's always the fallback thing, though. They all making money. They all rich.
Man, that's all that matters.
Well, if you look at it that way, that's true. They all successful. The nigga got $100 trees out there in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I've probably been to one of them. You know what I'm saying? Got me a couple of ramen noodles. Soup bowls.
Man. We know we know they buying up everything, but I'm just ready for this good ass fight, man. I'm ready for these folks to go in here. I'm ready for Porter to show his greatness. Porter. This fight puts Porter in the Hall of Fame, win or lose, because he fought all of them. He fought all of them. So I think this prepares him. If he gets a good fight, he's gonna be a hands down boxing Hall of Fame, definitely WBC Hall of Famer, hands down. But when Bud knocked his ass out, I don't know, they might wait a little bit, or wait another year or something before they put him in there. Now, Bud gonna knock him the fuck out. This is my prediction. This is my this is my official prediction. Y'all can take this shit to Vegas. 10th round, 11th round. His mama gonna say, whoop his ass like you do in Nebraska. And Bud gonna beat the shit out of him, and it's gonna be all good because they're gonna be friends again. He gonna whoop his ass, they be back friends like Puffy and Stevie style.
I see either Bud winning a split decision, or it's gonna be a draw. I don't think it.
Draw.
Yeah, split decision.
Draw, man. You talking about draw like put on draws?
No, I'm talking about Either he gonna outbox him. See, I don't think that. See, a lot of people you're looking at Bud's skill set against lesser opponents. You see what I'm saying? His knockout ratio. The more think about it. When you move up in competition, you ain't gonna be able to do the same things that you did. You know, see, you thinking that Bud is just so far above everybody that he's gonna be able to knock out
I'm not
everybody he come
thinking. I'm
across.
knowing.
Okay,
I've been watching
well,
this shit for years. I've been watching this shit long enough to retire y'all for. Now I might not be goddamn. I might not be no motherfucker that, oh, have you been in the ring and did 15,000 sit up? Fuck no. But I watch motherfuckers throw jabs and hooks. And I know motherfuckers can whoop my ass when I see one. So I don't think
okay.
that Porter just gonna come in here and overwhelm and all that there. I think, Porter get too crazy, he gonna hit his ass with that elbow. He gonna Larry Holmes his ass. Yeah, I know how to get you off me too, big boy. You know how Holyfield did Larry Holmes.
Well,
You kept coming in that too. Get that one of them
well, I
hooks
mean,
and one of them
I don't
elbows.
know. I don't know if Terrence Crawford gonna be able to figure him out before he could catch him with something. You see what I'm saying? So either he'll get a split decision or it'll be a draw. You see what I'm saying? Because the way Porter moves, he moves so damn awkward. And I know Terrence Crawford is brilliant and smart. His boxing IQ is off the chain, but you know what I'm saying? Porter's athletic ability alone is enough to make him survive the fight, in my opinion. And his this awkwardness, if like I said, if Terrence Crawford knocks out Shawn Porter, it's huge, bro. It's huge because Shawn, nobody has ever done that to Shawn Porter, and they haven't done that to him for a reason because he is so awkward, because he is strong. He don't have the best skills, but he's the best football player in boxing. And you know what I'm saying? If Bud can figure out a way to knock him out, that means a lot.
He's gonna
That
fumble
means
on second down. What you talking about, man? This is the illest motherfucker in Nebraska, man. Let me tell you something. This shit is not what you think. He gonna whoop this boy's ass. I heard all that shit you talking about. But let me tell you something. But man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna be bumping DMX when we do the after show. Y'all holler at us. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna be doing this after show. And I'm gonna say, stop, do, drop, boom. Shut down, open up shop. For real. This is okay. He gonna shut him down and open up shop. And when he do that, Finn don't have to get in that ring. Cause like Show enough say, now you got to fight me. He finna go with Bruce Leroy. You remember when he went in there and threw his brother in the track can?
See, that's gonna be another thing, because Spence knows he gonna have to get up in that ring, bro. If he don't get up in that's gonna be another problem now. If he don't get up in that ring, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow, Sunday, oh my goodness. If Spence don't get up in that ring, bro, yeah. And you know,
like, yo, bother your court.
Yeah, everybody, all eyes gonna be on Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? After the fight, so.
Hey man, don't let Errol don't had a few of them crown and coat. And man, I we fight tomorrow.
Hey, he might jump on his ass. You got them get on some of that crown and coke. He might jump on Terrence Crawford ass. God damn it. Motherfucker drive the goddamn drive another Ferrari up in that motherfucker into the ring, God damn it.
Nah. I got nothing to do with that. Steve-O got nothing to do with that. Still send me my man down, merch.
Oh, well, it's EJ all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? But but we're gonna see what he do. You know what I'm saying? Because we dealing with the best welterweights right now, and this is the cream of the crop. This is what we wanted to see. This is where boxing, you know what I'm saying, is at the best. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Porter, seeing Crawford. Man, I'm so damn excited. I don't even know what to tell you.
Fight. And then we got Tank coming up. Oh, your boy Boo Boo fought tonight, didn't he? Is he fighting now?
Oh man, nobody ain't watching no damn Boo Boo Andre,
That
bro.
crazy fuck, man. He said you want paid
Did you?
ass. Shit.
Did
Canelo
you?
watching
Did
that shit. He sweating, holding his money.
we talked about
Huh?
that Mongiel fight? Didn't we? We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just I want the Charlos to tighten up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want. It's just man.
I'm
It's
calling them
just.
Toys R Us kids, man. Them motherfuckers don't want to grow up
I just
at all.
I mean, boxing could be
No.
so much better, bro. It could be so much
Boxing would be
better.
better if we acted like men and stop acting like little damn the bad girls club. Like y'all men, man, you don't say nothing to that man, woman, man. Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, yeah,
Period. This is the
yeah.
problem with the world now. There's too many dudes arguing with women, man. You don't argue with women. Get your woman to argue with that woman. You don't be arguing with no girl, man. The hell wrong with you? Like, man, oh man, don't even get me started. That's a whole nother show.
Right. But
Hey man.
we're gonna I'm gonna let you we're gonna get off and we're gonna do a little pre-show before the fight. Do a little blurb. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably go on while the fight's going on live since I'm chilling and stuff. I'm got my little setup, Steve, so I'm be able to go on live during the fight. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying. We'll come back at you guys next time. Thank you for stopping through, Steve. And I'm gonna try to get you back on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, before the fight, and kind of see what the
Yeah.
vibe is out there, and then we'll do a post-fight reaction to the fight. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about. And but this has been Full Counter Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe and you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment below what you guys think of the Shawn Porter and Terrence Crawford fight. It's my co-host Steve O, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably. What time the fight is, Steve?
Oh, that bad. We'll probably start at 9. But they in Vegas,
9.
so
Okay,
probably
so
about
about
9,
so
10
I'll hit
a.m.
you up about 8 or 8:30 because that time be going by fast when we get to cooking. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
You know what
That
I'm
can
saying?
be undercard. I'm gonna have that DMX queued up when that illest mother in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Got I resort. Hey man, he gonna come out to some. You remember he came out to that Ain't Nobody. Watch, he gonna come out to some other old school. Anybody come out like that, they finna whoop your ass. He come out to cookout music, yo. He ain't got this dangerous music.
Mm-mm.
Hey, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that there. We'll be back. It's going down this weekend.
All right, boy, man. Let's see.
Right.
So let me see. I just ended it. I just ended the broadcast. So
Okay,
yeah,
man.
man.
I'm ready for this shit, man. I still wait for them
I
folks to fight
see.
so long, boy. Hey,
I see.
you know that my
Hmm.
boy though. That my boy. That my boy. I like that
Hey,
about Tank
I, I just
Boy.
I just want to see. I just want to see him do whatever.
I ain't got many to
It,
have
it
you like
takes
that,
it
bro.
takes it
Oh,
takes
he on
high
eating the macaroni. I ain't missed it yet. Okay. Hold on. I'm
it
sorry
takes
with the
it,
chicken.
it takes
But
high
yeah, man, I've been
competition to
waiting for
bring
these folks to fight, man.
it takes high competition to bring out the
Because I
best.
know this is going to be one.
I don't
Okay.
think anybody been able to bring out the best in Terrence Crawford, and I think we're about to
Can you
see
hear
the
me now?
best come out of him. Yeah. I'll let you go, bro. You heard me? Okay.